watch where we are?
Yeah, to your right, I
Oh,
think.
okay.
Hey, congratulations on a
Thank you.
beautiful performance. That was action-packed from second one, and man, you didn't shy away from it at all. And he was the big killer in town, 8 finishes in a row, and you clearly upset him. How did that feel, man?
Oh man, it felt great. I thought he was gonna come in strong like that, and then kind of thought he's a 5 round fight. He might kind of take it easy, but from start to finish, man, it was nonstop, fast pace. It was a good fight.
He's the ground king, but it was you who was, a lot of rounds on top. Did you expect that to happen?
Yes, my ground game is way better than his. I knew it was gonna be better than his. I knew there's a couple things I had to watch out for, his sweep from half guard and his back take, but I believe in my Brazilian jiu-jitsu so much, and I knew if it went to the ground, I was going to dominate on the ground.
Not once did he put that sweep on you, and he did it a couple of times on Adam Piccolotti, but not once was he able to do that with you. Did you train a lot on that?
Yeah, I did train a lot on that. I train American Top Team Portland, and I have so many black belts and so many awesome guys that help me train. And I also train in Eugene, where Lucas Barbosa is there, and he's been helped me with my back game and sweeps. And I have had so many black belts starting my back and starting that sweep position. And I haven't gotten submitted one time this whole camp. I felt so good. I felt so confident in my submission defense. I knew that he wasn't going to submit me. I knew that.
One more about the fight because it was so action packed. He was in the first round coming out with only striking. It seems like he didn't want to go to the ground with you. Eventually, it did went like that. Did you expect that to happen? That he just wanted to stay on the feet?
I kind of did, because I heard him in one of his interviews saying that Brent is really strong on the ground. His jiu-jitsu is really, really strong. So I was like, maybe he just wants to stand up with me and bang, But man, like I said, I have confidence in my stand-up, and I think it started to show a little bit in like the third, fourth. I started landing some jabs and stuff, but I just knew that if it go to the ground, that I was going to dominate.
Usman Nurmagomedov is next. How excited are you about that fight? I mean,
let's go, man. Let's go. I've been asking Bellator for that fight for, I think it was a year and a half ago. I was like begging to fight him. And man, if you work hard and you believe in yourself, things happen. And here we go, man. I get a shot at the title, and I couldn't be happier.
How soon do you think a fight like that could happen, Brent?
Man, I respect him. I respect his whole camp. He comes from a really good camp, trains with really good guys. But man, I'm gonna win that fight. I'm gonna be the champion again.
One last one for me, Brent. You weren't supposed to be in the tournament. Remember that? You came in as an
I remember that.
And here we are. You're getting the next title shot. Are you at least happy that Bellator was, looking at you first to get us an alternate into the tournament? And how they built the whole fight up, because it was huge. The whole crowd, it was electric, man.
Oh man, it's crazy out there, man. The French crowd is insane. It's so loud and crazy. Like I fought in Ireland and London, and I think that here was the loudest. And they get behind their fighters, and they booed me really good, and it felt good to go out there and win and upset everybody. It was cool. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Hi, Brent. You're in the middle. I have a quick question for you. How do you think the fight with Usman will go? Do you think you will end up on the ground again and you show your jiu-jitsu and ground game, or you think it will be more stand-up fight?
Man, I got to sit down and talk to my coaches and get a game plan, but I like I said, I feel comfortable with my stand-up. I feel comfortable on the ground. I know he is probably better on his feet. But like I said, man, I'm going to talk to my coaches. We'll sit back and watch all this fights, and we'll get a good game plan, and we'll be ready for him.
Hi, Brent. Congratulations on your victory. You put Mansour on the 2-arm triangle and one rear naked choke. How tight and how close were you to finish him?
Man, I heard him gargling a couple of times. I knew he's tough. I knew that this fight meant so much to him and me. So I knew that I had to either put him to sleep. I knew I had to put him to sleep. I know he wasn't going to tap. I think the last round I had a rear naked choke, and it was more on his chin. And then the last like 5-6 seconds, I slipped my left hand underneath his chin. I think if I would have had more time, I would have choked him. But Mansour is a game opponent. He's super tough. And I know that it was like a do or die life situation for both of us in there. So I knew that, I was going to have to put him to sleep. And like I said, I think he has gills. He's so hard to submit. Hats off to him for sure.
Hello, Brent. Noé from Cover. Congratulations on the victory, first of all.
Thank you.
You guys both looked pretty exhausted at the beginning of the third round. Did you expect the two first round to be that dreadful for you guys?
Man, I didn't think he was gonna come at me like that in the first round. There's 5 rounds, and I thought he was gonna we kind of like dance around, feel each other out, and he was not about that. He came at me like a damn bullet, man. And after that first round, I even told my coach, like, gosh damn, I'm tired, and I had to dig deep. It was a tiring fight, and I think if I wouldn't have trained as hard as I did, if I would have missed one of my sprints, one of my conditioning sessions, I think every single thing that I did in this camp helped. He's tough, man, and hats off to him for sure.
And has been mentioned before, you were not supposed to be in this tournament. Now at 38 years old, do you think this is maybe your last shot to win back your title? And if you do, would that win be a better feel than the first one? Or
Yeah, I think so. I think so. But everybody says I'm getting old. I'm 38. Gosh, damn, it's crazy to just say that I'm 38, but I feel young. I feel really good in the gym. I'm training so gosh damn hard. I feel like I'm training harder than all the younger kids in the gym, and I feel like I'm beating all the younger kids up. So I don't feel 38, that's for sure. I keep on hearing I'm old, but I don't feel it. So screw that. I'm young.
I didn't say old.
I know. I'm just saying. Everybody else is saying I'm old. So
And you mentioned the booing when you came out. How do you handle that kind of energy as a fighter when you go to such a big arena? And to be honest, everybody wants to see you lose. How do you handle this?
man, there's 2 ways. Like I've fought in where everybody's like, "Oh, you're gonna win, Brent. Don't worry, you got this. You're gonna win." I'm like, man, I don't know if I like that. I kind of like being the underdog, and I like being booed, But at the same time, I just got to rely on my training, rely on what my coaches have put me through, and I got the best coaches, Fabiano Schirner and Nathan Shutterfield, and all the guys that helped me, American Top Team, and without them, I wouldn't be where I'm at. That's for sure. Thank you.
Hello, Brent. Congratulations for your victory, Isabelle from Info Sport 75. So, did you follow your game plan, or what happened?
Yeah, I did. I probably stood up and banged a little bit too much, and got a little sloppy at times. I remember going into the 5th round. My coach is like, "Man, take him down. You got to take him down." That's where I'm strongest at, and I don't feel like there's anybody in the lightweight division that can hang with me on the ground. And I just had to listen to my coach. I took him down, and he was in my world.
So it's your first time in Paris, and you said you love French food. So do you make profit of French food after that, or?
Yeah, I've kind of been eating pretty healthy, just because I had this fight. I didn't want to go in there heavy and fat. So, but I'm here until Wednesday, so I'm gonna eat every single thing I can. And I know there's guys in my gym that have fights coming up, so I want to get a little heavy so I can go squish them like they squished me a little bit in this camp. I've been walking around like 170, and some of those guys have been 185, 190. So I'm gonna gain a little bit of weight and go squish them a little bit and see how they like it.
And what's your state of spirit in front of your next fight in front of Usman?
Like I said, I respect him. He's a great champion. He comes from a great camp. He trains with great guys. So I'm not going to underestimate him. He's really, really good. But at the same time, I rely and I believe in my coaches and what they tell me and how they train me. So like I said, we're going to sit down. We're going to get a good game plan, and I'm going to go win that title back. Thank you guys so much.